Colombian coffee, the best. Traders, the next question I take on comes from an avid subscriber to my YouTube channel. Now, his question is actually frequently asked by those who watch my videos on my YouTube channel on a day-to-day basis. Now, before I delve into the question, if you are not a subscriber to Oliver Velez Trading, my channel on YouTube, which is in English, Spanish, and Portuguese, you're missing out on some amazing content. I spend a great deal of time every single day making sure that I put out a piece of content that is specifically designed to sort of raise your level of market sophistication and take you one step closer to that ultimate goal of becoming a successful market player, a master market player, if you will. So please get over there, make sure you subscribe, click the bell in the upper right-hand corner, and let's start taking in some of those daily videos. Every single day, 365 days a year, you receive something directly from me. All right, now with that being said, this subscriber of mine asked, Oliver, you give out so much information in your videos on your YouTube channel every single day. What's actually the difference between what you do with us on your videos and on your YouTube channel and what you do with your traders inside of your programs? Well, I think it first should be understood that while videos and instructional videos are extraordinarily helpful, books can be extraordinarily helpful, articles, listening to successful traders speak on the topic of trading, all of these things can be helpful, but they can't substitute training. There is a difference between knowledge, information, and training. And if we go to the area of medicine, I can more succinctly clear this topic up. A doctor has two forms of training before becoming a medical doctor. First, they have the academic form of training. That's where they actually go to med school. They sit in long, boring lectures and classes. They even have specific periods where they go into a lab and do some hands-on educational work. But that's the first phase of their development. It is becoming knowledgeable in the field of medicine, is becoming knowledgeable with the terminology of medicine, becoming knowledgeable with some of the practices of medicine. Now, that is a very, very important part of the educational process. And I would say that that is akin to what you get from me in all other areas of my work on YouTube, in my books, in my speeches. That's giving you that foundational base of knowledge and information. But that's not training. You see, it takes a lot more than becoming knowledgeable and informed to become successful at anything. And so the doctor becomes informed as a potential future doctor, becomes educated and knowledgeable about the practices of medicine. But after the doctor, or after the would-be doctor, graduates from med school, the most important part of his or her educational process begins. That is called the doctor's residency, where that doctor now gets assigned to an actual hospital. In that hospital, this doctor is going to receive anywhere between 3 and 5 years of hands-on training. This is where the doctor gets to experience real patients with real issues, real sicknesses, real remedies. These experiences during the training period is actually what truly contributes to what kind of doctor that doctor is going to be. His entire future is going to depend on what occurs during that 3 to 5 year residency. So there's the information and knowledge building period, which is necessary, but you can't go any further unless you actually start building experiential knowledge, hands-on training. And so my programs deal specifically with the day-to-day, hour by hour in some cases, hands-on training and trading. This is where my traders trade the markets live under the guidance of superior traders that are responsible for their progress. And more important than that, most traders actually fail not because they lack knowledge. Some traders who even get the proper training fail because they don't have the proper amount of capital. My programs ensure that not only do you have the proper knowledge base, but you have a very thorough training process under the guidance of traders that are better than you, that are obligated and motivated to move you along your progress. And in addition to that, the program provides you with full funding. It is my belief that traders have a better set of odds of succeeding if they're not trading their own capital. Their own capital makes them extraordinarily fearful at a time when they should be bold in their training process. Trading with your own capital brings in an additional set of challenges, especially if it's capital that you need, that stands in the way of proper progress. No professional trader that comes into a trading firm on Wall Street comes in with his own capital. These traders that are being trained are training firm capital, and that's what my program provides. So there are three very important components to a developmental period. First, it is the accumulation of the right knowledge and the right information. Because if you accumulate the wrong knowledge and the wrong information, nothing you do after that matters. Okay? That's step number one. Step number two is the training period. Training comes after knowledge. You have to now turn this intellectual knowledge into experiential knowledge. It has to become it has to become a part of you. It can't be something that you do. It has to become something that you are. That takes time during the training process. And so there's the training element. And I believe all training should be done and conducted by people who know better than you. Training all by yourself has another set of extraordinarily big challenges. You have no way of inspecting yourself. And so training should be done by those who are actually better than you at the craft. And so there's part two, the training part, and part three is the funding part. And a lot of times you can fail at part three as well if you're not properly funded. Most businesses throughout the world fail for lack of capital, okay? Most traders fail for all three: lack of information and the right knowledge, lack of the proper training, and of course, lack of the proper capital. My program provides all three of those. Those three things can never be provided by a book, a YouTube video, an article, a speech by a charismatic speaker, or a general informational expo, okay? Very, very different. I hope I've answered your question clearly enough. I want you to keep those questions coming in, guys. I'll make sure the link to my question database is included at the bottom of this video. You can always ask me directly on my Twitter account as well, Oliver Velez 007. And until next time, trade well. Ciao for now. Boom.